The last time you feel like killing that person, it was because you went out of alignment. That person hurt you and you like, kai, I wish he dies. A woman looked upon me and told me that she wished her husband sleep and not wake up. Why? And every day she wake up, when she wake up at night, you will see the man will shift his body small. In the morning, he will say, how are you, honey? And you wish for the person to die, the person refuses to die. Most of the people want them to die, they don't die. You pray and fast, nothing happens. Because God is still interested in them. So what God wants to do is to align them. Forget about those character issues they have. God wants to prune it because they have a part to still play. In fact, some people as thorns in your flesh, they are put in place to ensure that you are checkmated. If God wants to work on your anger, how will he do it? He will look for somebody that will anger you very well, so that you will know whether you have worked on it. If God wants to work on your loss, he will look for somebody, that will be somebody willing in the church that will be donating themselves every day naked to you, so that we can see whether so there has to be an experimental unit. If God wants to permit, there has to be a privilege to rebel. If there is no privilege to rebel, then we cannot be sure whether you are right. And so when God wants to align men, he gives them certain privileges and ordinances. But for you to be able to realize that the only way you can be able to function effectively well with God is when you have chosen the will of God and remain in it. Because alignment is insisting on God and God alone. Go with me to the book of Daniel, chapter 9, from 21. Daniel chapter 9, verse 21. Technical, help me fine-tune this sound. Or help me align the sound. Are we there now? Alignment is very important in everything we do. The keyboard needs to be aligned. The drums, everything if it's not aligned, it won't make any sense. The Bible says if the trumpet make an uncertain sound, how will you know? It will become noise. That is how many of us are as believers. We are not aligned. And because we are not aligned, we are noise. So much noise. But by the time you are aligned, everything becomes a sweet smelling savor unto the Lord. And it's my desire that this night God is going to align you. And before I'm done, I will give you different posture of alignment so that you can be able to be fine-tuned. Because God does not need eternity to do something with you in time. If that is the requirement, he will never work with many people, because eternity has not yet been completed. It's God that can walk through the heart of a man after one day, the next day he can represent him. One encounter he had with Saul, and the next day Saul became a preacher. No Bible school. You feel you are not qualified, but one encounter qualified the man. Everything he was doing was out of alignment. One encounter brought him back to alignment. Daniel chapter 9. Daniel 9 from 21. The Bible says, yea, while I was speaking in prayers, even the man Gabriel, whom I had seen in the vision at the beginning, being caused to fly swiftly, touched me about the time of the evening oblation. Yea, while I was speaking in prayers, even the man Gabriel, whom I have seen in the vision at the beginning, being caused to fly swiftly, touched me about the time of the evening oblation. I wish I have time to explain the context of what Daniel was trying to say. Daniel is an intercessor. He's an uncommon kind of intercessor. Daniel is one of the only answers to believers in Abuja and Lagos. The believers that say they don't have time. You know, there are people that have genuine reason not to serve God, sir. I don't know whether they are here in Abuja. In Lagos, when you go for meeting in Lagos, People have very good reason. They will tell you how much they have to walk from here, they go slow, they this, all kinds of things. And you can go to church and you'll be shocked. They don't have a problem sending money to pastor, but they won't be present. One of my friends, anytime they call, you say, can you say your account number? They don't want to be in church, they will give you blessing. But God knew that you have business, but he still created the avalanche for service. I know the way of the world is too digital now. It's true. I agree. We are streaming. Those streaming online, the Lord bless you. But we can't continue like that. No matter how we advance in technology, we can't replace the gathering of the brethren. There are things that sitting on YouTube or on Facebook will solve it. I'm not joking. If genuinely you don't have the privilege, you can stream online. But there is something that happens when believers gather together. It was never a coincidence why they gathered together in the upper room and in one accord. Somebody can be streaming here, streaming here, streaming here, streaming here, streaming here. But see, if you have a privilege to gather, take it judiciously. A man named Daniel established a quorum in Babylon. Babylon was a city that was not Zion. And what I mean by Zion, it means the system that governs Babylon was darkness. That means the devil has aligned his strong towards to ensure that the broadcast in Babylon is carnality. That means you cannot be in Babylon and hear a Christian television station. You cannot be in Babylon and hear a news that speak about Jesus. It's not possible. It's against the rule of Babylon for Jesus to be found in the street. So what is popular on the street of Babylon is darkness. So it's just like in the situation of Sodom and Gomorrah, where everybody there is perverted by default because of the civilization of the society. Have you know what is called sins? Sins. S-I-N-S. When transgression advances, it moves to sin, right? When sin advances, it moves to iniquity. When iniquity abounds, it moves to sins. It becomes a system, a civilization. Now it's no longer an individual. It has grown to it has become a virus. It's become a norm. So when a societal colossal virus. So when they wake up, they say a man and a woman. It's not okay. It's a man and a man. Now it has moved from iniquity to sins. In fact, it has graduated. It is something when wrong has been institutionalized. When something that is against the law of God is an institution now. And you cannot rebel against it because you saying it's wrong now, you are wrong. So in Babylon, prayer was what we are commanded to pray. You see, you say men ought always to pray. Alignment, but men ought always to pray. According to what Apostle Imi means is that alignment brings us to the place of prayer. And prayer returns us back to the place of alignment. So I'm trying to let you understand what Daniel did here, because they were taken out of Zion into Babylon. So by default, they are out of alignment. What the kingdom of Babylon intends to do is to cut them off from everything that is an advantage, because they are coming from the covenant of Zion, and now they are taking them to another kind of covenant. So the priesthood and the covenant and the laws and the ordinances that will speak will be against them by default. So how can they survive? The only way for them to survive is to bring another form of government, and that will start from them, because the government now cannot be a physical government. It has to be an internal positioning. So when they bring them as nobles, they give them privilege. They say the first thing we will do is that we will not defile ourselves first. We will eat, we won't partake, we will not corrupt our internal system, because I know you have tried to corrupt it externally. Internally, let's remain uncorrupted first. Then we create another kind of civilization. Then we infiltrate.